I think we all feel that the world now is in a critical situation. We have tremendous potential for working together and progressing together. And there's also tremendous danger in terms of not getting along. And why is that? Because our world now is so interconnected. What happens in one part of the world has a more or less immediate impact on what happens in another end of the world. Technology brings us together in a way that we've never known before. We are able to work very closely together with people who may be on the opposite side of the globe. And at the same time, there's also a danger of alienation and deep loneliness in the family. We can live in the same apartment, in the same house, and still be separate from each other, again, because of technology. So technology empowers us, but also makes us think very deeply about what it means to be a human being and live a meaningful life as a human being. How can we use our human potential to the fullest? These questions become questions that we all have to have answers to these days. Technology makes it so. So it's a huge opportunity that we have, and it's also a time of great responsibility. That is why we have formed the Center for the Study of Apparent Selves here in the Himalayas. We wish to bring out and into the world the deep wisdom traditions that come here from the Himalayan region, and into a dialogue with science of many kinds, modern cutting-edge science, in order to achieve some sort of synergy, because we believe that we must find ways of walking forward together, of progressing together. That's crucial. It's crucial for the wisdom traditions, and it's also crucial for science that we get together in symphony, so to speak. I'm very honored to introduce this team that I have the very good fortune to work together with. Thank you very much.
So right now the world is in a really interesting time. Things are changing really rapidly. And on top of that, a lot of the systems that have brought us relative peace and prosperity for the last 2 generations are showing signs of instability. When you combine that with massive technological change, all the fallout from COVID and similar things, it means we have a really challenging time to navigate. And on the one hand there's so much in the world that's better than it ever has been in terms of health and the relative lower levels of violence compared to other parts in our history. There's also a crisis of meaning and purpose, that even though we have many kinds of abundance, or some people have many kinds of abundance, there's this feeling of despair that's going on. So what I would wish for the world right now is to traverse this very difficult and challenging time with a sense of meaning and purpose. And, it's a really audacious question to say, could technology, which a lot of times we view as reducing or maybe even eliminating meaning and purpose, actually increase it?
My hope is to produce new scientific understanding of intelligence and cognition in ways that will lead not only to better medical treatments for diseases that currently have no way of addressing them, but also to new applications in engineering and in human relationships. I'm hoping that we can learn from the science of how different pieces work together. So there's lots of good research in cells and how they talk to each other, and how organisms work together to cooperate and do things they couldn't do on their own. And I hope that we can learn from that same science to understand how we can work better together as people, and hopefully have computers work better with us. I guess I see that the future of artificial intelligence is going to be very impactful for the way that the world develops. And it could either go really, really well, or it could go quite poorly, and it could result in catastrophic outcomes. So I guess I would like to contribute to making the development of this technology point in the right direction for the benefit of all sentient beings.
This is a really big question. I'm not sure how I can answer it, but I guess the simple answer would be that I would like to be of service somehow. and use whatever limited talents and time that I got to be of service to the world.
Well, I think the world could do with a bit more love, right? It would be nice to help people reach out to one another in love and understand that self-interest and greed is not the right way to go. And I know that that seems like, well, everybody knows that, don't they? But actually, the dominant worldview is based on self-interest and greed. It's the edifice of self-interest and greed. And it's really hard to get out from under that. So that's what I'm hoping to do.
It is my wish that we become able to build the tools that would be able to extend our cognition. And through the tools we build, maybe we could augment our perception, our understanding of the world, such that we augment our minds in such a way to understand the nature of reality and the nature of this universe.
So I think if CSAS were able to accomplish something unique, it would be to bring the kindness and love from Buddhist traditions to science and modern technologies.
I grew up in the mountains. My father was a shepherd, and my mother worked in the farm. They never went to school. They never learned how to read and write. But they always told me that the world out there is very beautiful, very inspiring, and Iman, you should go out there to see the world. And it helped me. I went to school with a bit of luck. I got the opportunity to do one of the best universities in the world. And for me, the world was very beautiful, inspiring, connected. I wish I could say same thing for my son. Today, this world is very divisive, very polarized. Everybody is always looking after their own interests rather than the interests of the community in general. So the world as of now is very different from the world I grew up. And a lot of young generations are not feeling inspired or connected, and they don't see the future. The world is going through a lot of uncertainty. So coming back to your questions, what would I like to do for the world? Anything that will make my son feel safe, inspired, and connected in this world, and give him the inspiration to go out and explore. I'll feel as a father I have done my part. And as a result, I hope he will grow up a man who is more kind and giving, a lot of compassion towards his friends, towards the family, towards the community. I will think that I have done my part. And if I could extend that towards the others and towards my community, towards my country, towards all the human being and the sentient being, I think I will feel that I've done my part for this world.